Oh, fire department. All right, those guys look good.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with it? Take it in there, they move it. It says that it
The
could
only
lock
thing
up.
the only thing I can do is write the Ford. Here it is. It's if I take that car and something happens, I drop it down the road. I go up. So I'm in the process. Once I got all my information together, it's just write the deal and say, okay, what are you guys gonna do?
They're.
You want me to die first before you do anything?
But it says that right in the owner's manual, that it's lock up in this,
Yeah.
that's
Right in the owner's
bad
manual.
design.
Design. What a bunch of knuckleheads.
Yeah.
Man. What's the other car? Once they change the engine, I'm saying, holy cow.
Well, yeah.
Yes. Brought that and worked on it.
The white car?
Yes, the 04. Come to find out when they turned it on, my son took it to his house when he cut it off. And then when he came out, it wouldn't.
Pretty much, yes, that's pretty much.
When did that happen?
2 days before the.
Testing for feedback. Test.
It's like I'm hitting my head against the wall trying to make things work.
Ready to go on record now?
Yes, 1 minute.
Okay, so I guess I have a question before we get to that point. So I can start that under Norfolk Municipal Code, and I'll go forward with people saying, and so I- Norfolk
Oh, at the wife's mercy.
12.30B, we're not allowed to transact as before 7 p.m. or after midnight, except for two
This
sections.
is for, January. My girl
One
wanna
which
go.
is for the past,
This is the next
but
meeting.
the other is for a meeting called less than 24 hours, so. just all-
Look at what I highlighted.
Doesn't have one. And- At 5:30, I sent you the email that said, why did you do to make this legal, it said it first time.
Hey, good evening and welcome to the special council meeting of the city of North Pole. It is 5:30 PM.
Right.
Excuse me.
So
Um,
I understand that you're about to go on record, so I guess I just want to say my
Well,
piece
yeah.
and then I'm going to leave. Because under North Pole Municipal Code 212030, we're not allowed to conduct business before 7 p.m. This meeting was noticed for 5:30 p.m. I tried to explain to both you and to Clerk Braniff that this is against municipal code and we cannot go forward with the meeting. Further, as I went through the ordinances to confirm that I was correct and this was not allowed, it's also an ethics violation to go forward with this meeting. Because under North Pole Municipal Code 212120, it states in relevant part that any act that violates municipal code shall be considered a violation of this chapter. It's a violation of code to conduct a meeting before 5:30 that doesn't have to do with passage of the budget or was called with more than 24 hours notice. So I'm not going to participate in the meeting because I'm not going to participate in something that is an ethics violation for me. Again, it's an ethics violation for me. It's an ethics violation for anybody who wishes to participate. So I'm going to leave. I'm not going to participate. If the meeting does go forward, anybody who does participate, I'll be filing an ethics complaint against.
I appreciate your concern. It also says in code that the mayor can call a special meeting and state the time and place in our code. So I appreciate you having that.
Be that you can call it and you're still considered under the same rules for the time and place of the meeting. So I'm going to ask other members of council to come with me and leave the meeting because it is not proper and it's a violation of our code to have this meeting today at 5:30.
Councilwoman Rolfe, I believe that you're incorrect and we have our attorney online. Matt Mead.
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
So Ms. Rolfe has interrupted the start of the meeting with a concern about our city's code. Were you listening to what she had stated?
I just caught the tail end. I believe the stated concern is about the time of this meeting as violating code, and concern that going forward as publicly noticed would be a violation of code and in turn potentially a violation of the code of ethics. Is that correct, Mr. Mayor?
That is her concern, as I understand it. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I can share that generally speaking, special meetings, so long as they're noticed, the time and place stands. That's pretty standard that it may vary from the time of a regular meeting. And I appreciate her concern, but that's pretty standard practice.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Right, I'm still going to leave because our code specifically states that unless it's noticed under subsection C, which is less than 24 hours notice, it is a violation of our code. It cannot happen before 7 PM. Thank you.
Okay. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
On a second.
Could we pull up that code? Would it be possible to do that? I just maybe so other council members can see it.
Which, I know the section, which subsection? Special meetings. Oh, I apologize. My computer is, here we go. It is,
Would that be possible to put it on screen for all to see?
let me work with Zoom here really fast. Chandra, can you see the screen? Which screen, I guess, are you seeing? Can you see that screen, Chandra?
No. So you see what I'm doing here. Share. Screen. No, that's not what I need. More.
Matt, are you able to see section 12, 2-12-030, council meeting time and place to share Sandra's concern?
You know, I don't see it on the Zoom screen, but I've got it pulled up in front of me. And so I would certainly agree with Mr. Mayor that with respect to the time and place, subsection A is the section that addresses regular city council meetings. It addresses meetings of committee of the whole. And then it addresses that no business may be transacted in a committee of the whole. The regular city council meeting shall commence at 7 PM and shall adjourn at 10 PM. And so I don't have any concerns about the 5:30 scheduled time. But again, I appreciate her concern, but respectfully disagree with the conclusion.
Councilman Brandt, do you have a question, sir?
That's right here, except as provided in this subsection, the council shall not transact any business after midnight or before 7 PM.
If everybody could speak into the microphone, we have a large crowd and I do have several people zoomed in and on YouTube this evening.
Madam Clerk, could you scroll up, please?
But
A
then
little
it
bit.
says this provision does not apply to a special meeting called in accordance with subsection C of this section.
And
Subsection C says the council may conduct a special meeting with less than 24 hours notice if all council members are present or if absent council members have been waived. But that's less than 24 hours notice. If you go up to B, that's for more than 24 hours notice. So I think Ms. Rolfe is correct here because this was noticed, well,
and what exactly, sir, if you wouldn't mind stating that so that our attorney can go to the same subsection that
just
you're
read it.
reading?
So I'm looking at
just read it word for
subsection
word.
G. I'm looking at subsection G. Mr. Rolfe just, Ms.
Then it
Rolfe
says
just
this
pointed-
provision does not apply to a special meeting called in accordance with subsection C. Subsection C says that's a special meeting with less than 24 hours notice. This meeting was noticed last week. Subsection B is if it's more than 24 hours notice. Subsection C is if it's less. The only way that we could have a meeting before 7 PM is if it's noticed less than 24 hours.
Just wish you had known him. Well, I consider Jake very.
If those people on Zoom could please mute their mic, we're getting some feedback here in chambers. Thank you. Special meetings may be held on the call of the mayor or 4 or more council members. The notice for the special meeting shall indicate a time, location, and purpose of the special meeting and called by whom. We can scroll down to D, please. Special meetings shall commence and adjourned as provided in code 2.2.030 unless specifically amended.
Right, so what I was citing here is 2.12.030. And that specifically says that the meeting can't occur until after 7 PM.
It was publicly noticed, sir, more than almost a week ahead of
Right,
time
so if you
and called at
all you-
5:30, so that would
I understand that, Mayor. All you
fulfill
have to do is
the-
read our code. No, it does
the
not.
successfully
That
amended
this
portion,
provision
sir.
does not apply to special meetings called in accordance with subsection C of this section. Subsection C is for meetings less than 24 hours notice. Subsection D or B applies for meetings more than 24 hours notice, which this one was. And
Mr. Mayor, this is Matt Mead.
Yeah. Mr. Mead.
Obviously, there's disagreement around it, and members have indicated that they're not going to participate. So, in light of that, I would presume there may be a quorum issue. It may be best to simply renotice, consistent with members' concerns over the timing issue, rather than continue an argument about an appropriate time to commence the meeting. So that may be the prudent course here.
If that's your legal advice, sir. So your legal advice is to renotice the meeting for 7 PM this evening?
Well, I don't see, based on the discussion thus far, Mr. Mayor, it doesn't seem like it's going to be possible to have an agreement around that. So I suppose technically the less than 24 hours notice could reschedule it for 7 PM. That would be quite unusual. Normally, special meetings conducted on less than 24 hours are reserved for emergencies, but it would be up
I
to
agree.
the council.
I agree very much. Actually, We are, but
we
you're
haven't started
at the
the meeting
mic
yet.
and we haven't actually started the meeting yet due to the concern of our council person. Matt, if we were to call the roll and there were more than 4 people here, would we be in violation of code of ethics, in your opinion, sir?
Given that the meeting was publicly noticed, I don't have any material concerns that this is going to cut against any public policy aspects of the code. I appreciate being cautious around that, and certainly it seems like the intent of the whole of the provisions in the code would really be to support public participation and public notice. But again, if there's concern, and in turn, a lack of a quorum, which it seems like that very well may be the case, it may be best to simply postpone.
Okay, thank you for that, sir. With that, I would like
Larry,
to,
real quick, I want to add something
yeah,
here.
please, feel free to
Um,
add something. Councilman Brandt.
In our charter, it says at least 6 hours written notice shall be given designating time or purpose of the special meeting, so we wouldn't be able to have it tonight at 7 then.
Okay, I appreciate you looking into that. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
For the special meeting of December 29th, Mr. Williams? Mr. Schuster? Mr. Skips?
Here.
Mr. Claus? Mr. Brandt? And Mayor Church?
I am here. Councilman Claus, I didn't hear your reply, and Councilman Schuster, I didn't hear your reply either. Are you marked as here, sir?
No.
Okay, you're absent, Councilman Claus.
Absent, thank you.
Okay,
It appears we do not have a quorum for this evening's
with
meeting.
that, we have a lack of a quorum. So thank you, everyone, for showing up. I appreciate that, and this meeting will have to be postponed due to lack of a quorum of our council. It's unfortunate that North Pole city business has to stop in such a way that it affects our entire community. But I do appreciate you being there. Drive home safely and stay warm. Thank you.
Mayor, since we never did start the meeting, is there a date that you're going to have it postponed to? Or is that even a possibility to discuss?
I don't have a date for that yet. I'm sorry. I wish I had a date for that, but I don't.
Can I inject? Would it be possible to do it for the 31st?
New Year's Eve?
No, I think that's a difficult and problematic time for more than one reason.
Okay.
Thank you for that, though, Mrs. Clack. I appreciate you being here this evening.
Okay. Well, knowing set forth that you may be leaving town on the 1st, knowing set forth that this bed tax was supposed to be dispersed on the 31st.
As per our code, it's supposed to be distributed and
Yes.
or allocated before the 31st. Yes.
Where
Which may mean that the city of North Pole may not be able to allocate any bed tax with everything that has happened here, since per our code, it should have been allocated before the 31st.
Okay. So where do we stand? Even if we try to make the meeting later on this evening, would that still be out of code? For 7 o'clock?
I will have to confer with the attorney